Hello everyone. Today I'm starting a series based around a 4-part boss strategy guide. I'm going to go ahead and start with act bosses 1 through 3. There's a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. So one of the first things I want to point out is this is on the local file, so I am able to edit anything I want, so I gave myself a boost in HP. That way this makes it a little bit easier for me to tank all the hits and show you guys exactly what the boss can do. Let's go ahead and start off with Girag, the very first act boss. So when you're first fighting Girag, he's just going to keep dropping stones on you over and over. This is basically his only move at the beginning, called Avalanche. It can put some good damage on you, but it's not too devastating. After you start attacking Girag, he will spawn 6 clones of himself. If you do not kill those clones fast enough, he absorbs them and becomes a bigger version of himself. Afterwards, he'll continue to just drop avalanches still, because he's back to full HP. Once you go ahead and damage him though, he will up his arsenal in moves. As you see right here, he starts throwing out lasers, and there's these orbs that are orbiting around trying to attack you. Honestly, I don't know if the lasers can even do anything. I think they're kind of like a guideline on where the orbs should target you. So I think if you keep touching the lasers, the orbs are gonna more than likely target onto you. They don't seem to do anything though when I stand there and let the beams touch me. The orbs, however, do a lot of lightning damage, so watch out for those. Don't get hit if you can. Make sure if you can have some lightning resist. Resist in general will just help, or damage reduction. But for the most part, these are the moves that Girag does. He just sends out lightning orbs, and he just does avalanche. Next we have Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is a different story from Girag. He does have a lot more moves, starting with his Death Coil. He just throws out a bunch of skulls all in every direction. They're kind of hard to dodge, but you can dodge them if you stand between the gaps. They don't do a remarkable amount of damage, but they will hurt if you get hit by all of them every time. As you can see, he just continues to do that over and over until you decide to attack him, and he'll spawn some mobs along the way. Once you attack him, he throws a scythe out. This scythe actually does HP percent damage. As you can see, every time it hits me, it takes a chunk of HP away. It doesn't matter that I have 12 billion HP, because he's still taking percent of HP away per hit. So the death scythe won't insta-kill you, but it will take percent damage. After you hit Grim Reaper down to 1, a skull ring will appear like this. In order to dodge these skulls, you have to run over to the blue sections. These sections will keep you protected. And you also have the ability to jump them if you think you can time it. I do not recommend this. After getting him down and passing the skulls, you'll see that he has 0 HP. All you have to do is hit his scythe, finish him off. In the third act, we have Anubis. And this boss is so much different from the last two. He has so many more skills that he spams on the board, so you need to make sure that you learn his strategies well from this video. If you don't, then you're just going to need to be able to have so much DPS that neither him or his mobs have a chance to do anything. This is a possibility. So, I mean, if you really want, you can farm and get higher level before you get to Anubis. That way he's easy. But most of you are probably going to get to him as you get to him, and then you're not going to know what else to do besides run and attack. As you can see, he drops meteors, he sends out thunder walls, he does a lot of different skills. When you get to a point about halfway into his HP bar, he drops these sarcophaguses. These sarcophaguses basically are his means of trying to stay alive. they make him immune to damage until you kill them. So make sure you go over to each section and kill the sarcophaguses, otherwise he is unkillable. Once you've killed them, all you have to do is make sure you dodge and weave and don't get killed by his attacks, and then you can do as much damage output as you can, just finish him off. So that wraps up part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 coming soon. Thank you guys.